Today, we're going to be talking about the use of unhelpful descriptive words in stepfamilies. That means calling each other things which are derogatory. They can be very derogatory, they can be very unfair. But even when they're not unfair or that derogatory, they are still unhelpful. And to have these words being bandied about in the stepfamily can cause all sorts of discord and problems. Hi, I post once a week, so subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell and I'll let you know every time I post. Today we're going to be talking about the importance of name calling. I think that this can be like a river of difficulty that can run through stepfamily life, and it's very rarely talked about. And I'll tell you what I mean. The stepchild can hear their other parent being called names by the parent they're with at the moment, and they can be very unpleasant names, very derogatory, not at all enhancing, not good for the child to hear. Or the step-parent can be called names by your partner's ex-partner, so the other parent of your stepchild. And the stepchild can hear these things. And because children aren't so adept at understanding sarcasm and double meanings and when you might be joking and what it might mean that it's being said in a nasty way but it isn't true, you're into all sorts of trouble where the stepchild might think these things about you and your partner are true, and they can have a very negative and damaging effect on everything you do inside the stepfamily, all of your relationships. The relationship with extended family can be affected by this. And it's something that is very easy to do because there's so much difference of opinion inside a stepfamily. It can also happen from your side too. It's easy to refer to our stepchildren as, in derogatory terms, as lazy or good for nothing or waste of space or should, some name, some label. And so it's very easy to fall into this trap because stepfamilies by definition have lots of different perspectives to them, and we have to cope and tolerate different life viewpoints from its various members to such a degree that it's very easy for everybody in it to talk about things in terms of labelling them as negatives. So there's two messages I want to give you today. Number one, be very careful about your own use of words inside a stepfamily. Be careful that you don't label things in unhelpful ways. If you call your stepchildren by descriptive words which have negative meanings, you are in a way projecting that onto them. If they hear it and know it, then they can take that on. It doesn't help any relationship, even if you do think the child is whatever you're calling them. It doesn't help the situation for you to say those words, for the child to hear it, and even your partner to hear it. It's not helpful. Think about what you call other people in a stepfamily. And the second message I have to give you is, be aware when you think that other people might be telling your stepchild unhelpful words that could be labelling you or your partner or your children or your extended family as something. Be aware of it and counter it and challenge it. It's important that children don't think that your partner is a Scrooge or is mean or is useless. Challenge it. Challenge it. Talk to them about it. What does it mean to them that this person is being called that? Is that true? Is it what they think? How many other people do think that? And what does it actually mean? And then point out where the person who's being accused of these things isn't like that. He isn't a bad driver. He isn't a financial Scrooge. Look at what happens here and what happens there. Labelling in stepfamilies, I have found, is one of the most insidious ways that they can be destroyed. And you need to counter bad descriptive words and address them with the people who are using them. So if your partner's ex is using unhelpful descriptive words about you in your family and you discover it, tackle that person about it. It's important that these things are addressed, because for the child, those descriptive words can be true, but anyway, even if they don't think it's true, it's still unhelpful and unnecessary. And watch those words yourself. You can make your stepfamily so much better if nobody uses unhelpful descriptive words. I run workshops, sessions, I run an email response service and booklets. You can find links to my Instagram, Twitter, website in the description box below.